Hello YouTube, welcome back to a brand new video, and today this is the very new kind of video for me. I'm nervous about it. I don't really know what to expect from this, but I'm excited because you probably don't know this about me. I made community posts about it, but I am a giant fan of the Oscars. I've been watching them for as long as I can honestly remember, but I've been a big fan of them for like 4 years now. And all that time, I've always wanted to make a predictions video, want to get what's on my mind, and I just never had the drive to do it. But this year is the most exciting year that I can remember. So, you know what? I'm just going to do it right now. I'm going to try and make this quick. These videos can last hours. I'm not going to try and do that. I'll give short explanations for each category. But let's get into it. By the way, I'm not doing this documentary short, animated short, live action short. Those I can probably do quick predictions. I'll say two people exchanging saliva for best live action short, best animated short, Butterfly, best documentary short. I don't even know. But for best original song, it's really between two, and it's I Lied to You from Sinners and Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Golden has won all the precursors. K-Pop Demon Hunters is going to win Best Animated Feature. Spoiler alert. But there is just something in the back of my head saying, since Sinners is such a strong movie, maybe I Lied to You can pull it off. I've heard that when voters go and vote for, Best Original Song, they play the scene from the movie that it plays in. And Sinners, I hate to say it, sorry K-Pop Demon Hunters, but it has the best scene easily out of all of these. So maybe that can make this go a little bit closer, but I'm not going to predict it unless Sinners just has an unbelievable night. And if it wins this, then I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, it's going to sweep. But for now, I'm going to stick with K-Pop Demon Hunters, and deservedly so. That's a great song. Golden, K-Pop Demon Hunters is a great movie. And an anime movie hasn't won 2 Oscars in a while, so I'm excited for that. Best visual effects, this one is maybe the easiest award of the night. Jurassic World Rebirth has great VFX. Sinners has very great, 2 people VFX. I think that's really impressive. But Avatar Fire and Ash. Whenever there's an Avatar movie in this category, it's just going to win, and you just have to accept that. I've been predicting this since the beginning of the year. I'm pretty sure everyone has. Don't bet against it. Don't bet against James Cameron. Yeah, this was an easy one for Avatar Fire and Ash. Next up, we have Best Original Score. And this one I thought was going to be a competition at the beginning of the year. I thought that maybe Johnny Greenwood could finally win an Oscar for One Bow After Another, which has a fantastic score. But Sinners, Ludwig Göransson, just giving you some of the greatest pieces of movie music I remember in recent years. It's incredible. Yeah, I think Ludwig Göransson is going to win. He won, I'm pretty sure, all the precursors. If I'm not wrong, I think he did. So yeah, I'm going with Ludwig Göransson for Sinners. Be an amazing win, and he's gonna win next year for the Odyssey. So he's gonna win 2 in a row. Next up, we have Best Sound. I think the only one's really in contention here. It's really between Sinners and F1, and I'm just gonna predict it's F1. The last Joseph Kosinski movie, Top Gun Maverick, won this category. I just think F1's going to. I don't think it's a bad win. Now, on the other hand, if F1 wins editing, then I'd be pissed off. But I think this would be a great win for F1. It's a loud movie, and it has the racing scenes are very immersive, and that is, very much due to the sound. So I do predict F1 is going to win. Next up, we can get these 3 out of the way. I do think makeup and hair is going to go to Frankenstein. I think this is Frankenstein's easiest award. Just look at Jacob Elordi, and some people say it looks fake. I do think it kind of looks a little like, oh yeah, that's obviously makeup, but it's still great makeup either way, so I think this would be a great win. Next up, costume design. I think it's going to be Frankenstein, even though I think this is probably the most vulnerable place that it is. Not really, because, I think it's still one of the costume guilds and stuff, and Ruth E. Carter, from, who did the costume design for Sinners, is very, very well respected in the industry. So that could happen, but I do think Frankenstein is just a technical achievement on almost every single level, and I just think it's going to win here. And also in production design, again, it's very obvious once you watch it. You're like, oh yeah, that's just going to win production design. It's been like that since it premiered at the film festivals back in the fall. So It's just gonna win here again. Sinners could potentially sneak in and win. It's just when you watch Frankenstein, you're like, wow, you know what? That's the movie. Same thing with Wicked last year. Same thing with Poor Things the year before. They're just the obvious movies that are gonna win, and they end up winning. Next up, best cinematography. This one was kind of surprising. We saw Sinners sweeping with the Critics Awards, and we were like, okay, that's just gonna win. It was shot with IMAX 70mm, which is awesome. And then Train Dreams won Critics' Choice, which is the best cinematography of the year. And so I was like, heck yes, okay, we're gonna try and make this happen. And then one battle after another just started winning one award after the other, and now it seems just won ASC. And so I think it's gonna win here, even though something in the back of my mind is saying that I think Train Dreams could win. I don't know what it is. It only won Critics' Choice. I'm kind of comparing it to Wakanda Forever in the year that we thought Babylon was gonna win best costume design, and we were all like, well, Wakanda Forever clearly has the best costume design. I wonder why it's not gonna win. It only won Critics' Choice Awards, Wakanda Forever, and it still won the Oscar. I could maybe see that happening. I don't know why I have this weird just feeling like I'll see that Train Dreams wins one award on that Oscar night. I'm still going to stick with One Battle After Another. It has incredible cinematography. Easily some of my favorite of the year. I'm not trying to diss it or anything. I just think Train Dreams has the best. But I'm going to pick One Battle After Another with the potential sneak in for Train Dreams. Next is Best Editing. This one is every single year, just like what is happening. Well, not really. It's just like, it's odd that this is so tied to Best Picture now. So if Sinners wins Best Picture, I'd say it gets editing. If One Battle After Another is winning, win Best Picture, I'd say it gets editing. Right now, precursor-wise, the stats are saying One Battle After Another will win. I will not discount Sinners, but I am going to predict One Battle After Another. It has my personal favorite editing of the... Well, I'm not sure if it's my favorite, but it has my personal, it would probably have my vote in this category. I think it's, really, really... It keeps you invested. Okay, how about this? Instead of me going on explaining this, watch the end car chase scene and then just let that speak for itself. Next up is Best Casting. The new category here, never had to predict this at the Oscars. BAFTA's had Best Casting for a while, and that went to I Swear, that British film with Robert Aramayo in it. So that really isn't into play here because it wasn't nominated. Personally, I would go with Marty Supreme. It has such an insane cast with like Kevin O'Leary, Tyler the Creator, Gwyneth Paltrow, Odessa Zion, obviously Timothée Chalamet. It has an incredible cast with such creative choices. I think the casting department probably had a really fun time putting this group of people together. But I do think we're gonna see that this award is gonna tie in with the SAG Ensemble Award for like the future. So right now I'm gonna say it's gonna be Sinners. And if I'm not wrong, I think this is a new above the line category. So who knows? I think that this could be Sinners, like their third above the line win. That'd be sick. It'd be an amazing first winner for this category. So I'm going to predict Sinners. Best documentary feature film. Mr. Nobody Against Putin did win the BAFTA. So that's that's going to be kind of making me sway towards that if I was just looking at stats wise. But it's insane how earlier last year I watched a film called The Perfect Neighbor on Netflix. Absolutely loved it. Heartbreaking, incredibly well edited. I would honestly give it a best editing nomination. It left such an emotional impact on me, only to check Award Expert to be like, wait, this is front runner for best documentary feature? I didn't even know it was. So yeah, I'm going to go with The Perfect Neighbor. I hope it wins. It'd be an amazing win. I think it might be the only time this decade I've seen a documentary feature film winner. I'm sorry. That's my fault. But I'd be really happy with this one. Best animated feature. This is an easy one. Earlier this year, earlier last year, I was like, maybe Little Amelie wins Golden Globe. And because, for the past couple years, the big studio film is beaten out by kind of the tinier, more, I hate to use the word artsy film, but with Flow last year, which was an amazing movie. I didn't watch The Boy and the Heron the year before. It did beat Spider-Verse, so that was kind of sad. But I think that this year, people just decided K-Pop Demon Hunters was, I think, maybe the biggest movie of the year in terms of what people talked about in terms of views. If that movie actually went to theaters, first off, I think it'd make over $1 billion. So I just think that it's time. It's gonna win, and I'm happy about it. I really enjoy K-Pop Demon Hunters. Then we have international feature. I am going to be watching It Was Just an Accident and A Secret Agent, like tomorrow or today. I know it's very close to Oscars, so I hate to procrastinate that much, but I have seen Sentimental Value. This is very close. We don't, I feel we've had this for a couple of years where 2 Best Picture nominated movies are in international feature. Last year it was crazy. I'm Still Here beat Emilia Perez. But this year these 2 films are very, very well liked. Both of them have acting nominations, but I can't bet against Sentimental Value. Has 4 acting nominations, a screenplay nomination, and a director nomination. And it has an editing nomination. I can't go against it. I'm just going to go with Sentimental Value. It's an amazing movie. I hope it wins here. I wish it was winning maybe a little bit more things. But that has to be my prediction. The Secret Agent could very much surprise. And I would be surprised. I haven't seen the movie yet, so I can't make my opinion on it. But as of now, I do really want Sentimental Value to win. Now we're entering the big top 8 categories, starting off with adapted and original screenplay. I'm going to get these off the bat right now. They're easy. If you predict something else, good. I wish you all the best, but these 2 movies are so unbelievably strong. Adapted screenplay, One Battle After Another is going to win, and an original screenplay, Sinners, is going to win. Personally, I would choose One Battle After Another to win adapted screenplay. I would choose Blue Moon to win original screenplay. I just think it has a gorgeous script. Maybe the best one I've even had the blessing of hearing this year. But I think these are just locked up. If you predict something else, again, good luck to you. But these 2 are like some of the strongest movies I've seen in Best Picture in years. So that's just what I'm going to do. Unless there is just a massive surprise. This is just what's going to win. Best Director, I've seen a lot of discussion about this one. And I don't know. I kind of just think they're a little bit ridiculous. I think Ryan Coogler does an incredible job with Sinners. But Paul Thomas Anderson's overdue. He's been overdue for a long time now. And One Battle After Another is just an incredible directorial achievement. He just does an absolutely incredible job. And so... but also, there is no precedent for Ryan Coogler to win for Sinners. Paul Thomas Anderson has won literally every single precursor. Ryan Coogler has won nothing. And people like to say, well, the Sam Mendes, Bong Joon-ho year. Sam Mendes had won an Oscar before. Bong Joon-ho hadn't, and people said he was overdue. Bong Joon-ho and Sam Mendes tied at the Critics' Choice Awards. Tied for Best Director. And even Ryan Coogler didn't do that. So I think it's no competition. I mean, obviously there's some. I'm not going to say every single... Any category something can happen. But this one here, I do think it's almost as locked up as it can get. I think it's going to go to Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another. Now moving on to the most fun stuff, the acting categories. Starting with Best Supporting Actor, this one was very tricky for a while. Easily the most unpredictable category for the longest time of this award season. We had Jacob Elordi win Critics' Choice in a massive surprise, and then we had, Stellan Skarsgård win Golden Globe, and we thought that he was going to win the Oscar for the longest time. And then at BAFTA, Sean Penn won for One Battle After Another, and then at SAG, Sean Penn won. If you guys don't know this, I'm thrilled. Sean Penn gives one of the best performances of the year. He gives my favorite performance in this category, probably my favorite supporting actor performance I've seen this year. I think he's incredible in One Battle After Another. And so I'm very happy about this. I love Stellan Skarsgård as an actor and as a presence in the industry. So I wish he had his chance here. He probably won't have a chance to win again, unless maybe he does something in the next few years that just blows us out of the water. So yeah, can I still see a surprise in this category? And the answer is yes. I've seen a lot of people predicting this. Delroy Lindo. Delroy Lindo for Sinners has not been nominated for a single award. And people are using the method like, we have never seen Delroy go up against these people. So maybe when he's up against them, he wins. I could see it happening, but we did see that with Fernanda Torres last year. People were like, we've never seen her go up against Demi Moore because she was in drama at the Golden Globes and not musical or comedy. I just think that if you win SAG and BAFTA, there's clearly a lot of industry support for your performance. I could see that going around in all branches. People, Sean Penn isn't even showing up to these ceremonies. He's not campaigning at all. He just has that strong of a performance, and that just shows how strong he is. So I think he's going to win this. Hope and pray he shows up. That would be very sad if he didn't. But yeah, no, I do. I'm expecting Sean Penn for one battle after another to win. And he gives that villain performance. It's going to be iconic for the rest of the time. Steve Lockjaw's a great character.
You like black girls? I love them. I love them.
I think this is going to be a great one. Next up, we have such a fun category. We have some Best Supporting Actress. Again, going into this season, we were like, what the heck is going to happen? There are still the people thinking, oh, Ariana Grande could win. I'm not going to lie, I was predicting it for a long time, but after the movie came out, there's just no way she was going to win. And then I was like, you know what? Tiana Taylor's just going to win. Tiana Taylor, she's going to sweep. She has a great performance. She's going to be Mahershala Ali in Moonlight, be in there for the first 20 minutes, win the award. She does leave an impact on you for the rest of the movie. The Critics' Awards started coming out, and Amy Madigan for Weapons, one of the most surprised performances of the year. She started winning all the Critics' Awards. She won the Critics' Choice Award. And at the Golden Globes, Tiana Taylor won. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, I guess Tiana Taylor is just going to win. She's going to win every other award. She has the strongest movie in Best Picture. She's going to win. And then at BAFTA, my jaw was on the floor when Wunmi Masaku won for Sinners. A great performance in that movie. She also is British, so that could give her some homeland advantage. I don't really believe that in a lot of cases, but this year it was strong with Robert Aramayo winning for I Swear. So we do know that is possible. I haven't seen I Swear, so he could have given the best performance. I do think it was some of that home turf advantage in there. And then at SAG, Amy Madigan won for Weapons. And so now we are here in this predicament, and I'm just in complete... I don't know what to do. Because on one hand, Weapons only has one singular nomination, and that is for Supporting Actress. Sinners has the all-time record for 16 nominations. And in one battle after another, I'm currently predicting to win Best Picture. And so I'm just in such a weird situation. But I don't know. There's something about it. When I know I'm not the only person to feel this. Watch Weapons in August. I didn't know this Amy Madigan was in the movie. I'd seen her in only one movie before. It was Uncle Buck. But I only seen her in that, and I didn't really remember her. And so, shows up in the movie. I had no clue who it was. It's this incredibly transformative and incredibly fun performance. This iconic now performance of Aunt Gladys. I adore Weapons. Actually, I love Weapons. And her performance in it is probably the standout. I know so many people just like me, when they saw this sort of energy starting to shift and be like, I want her to get nominated. It was just like, yes, please do it. And now we're here where she is so unbelievably close to winning the Oscar. Again, I am just so conflicted because last year I made the choice to predict Demi Moore for The Substance. I just thought her career narrative was really strong. She had a lot of branches supporting her. But something about Mikey Madison was that she was in the Best Picture. She was the lead of the Best Picture winning movie. It made sense why Demi Moore didn't win. Demi Moore did have a Best Picture nomination for The Substance. It just wasn't as strong in Best Picture. And in this category, we have two of the top two for Best Picture. But part of me still wants to predict Amy Madigan. I saw Matt Neglia say this the other day, that I will never predict an actress who doesn't have a Best Picture nomination or hasn't swept the season and is just winning for the career narrative, and their movie has like one nomination. I will never predict that again over, the actress who's in the Best Picture winning movie. I'll never predict it again if I go wrong here, but I'm going to predict Amy Madigan for Weapons. It is a bold prediction. It could be seen as a stupid prediction. I see a lot of people making it. It's just like there's something about this performance. There is a reason why, like, performances like Demi Moore and The Substance, we are kind of like, but is that too weird for them? We're not getting that same. I think everyone can agree we're not getting that same feeling with Amy Madigan for Weapons. For some reason, I don't even know what it is. I just think it's what's going to happen. I would love it to happen. It's my second favorite supporting actress performance of the year. I'd have Odessa Zion over her for Marty Supreme, but Amy Madigan's right there at number 2. I want her to win so bad. I think Wunmi Masaku and Tiana Taylor are great in their respective movies, but those two performances didn't leave as big of an impact as Aunt Gladys and Weapons did. I think it'd just be so cool to look back on Weapons and look at Amy Madigan's performance and be like, Aunt Gladys won an Oscar for that. So my prediction, my very, very tentative, but kind of maybe could be seen as home predicting, but my prediction for Best Supporting Actress is Amy Madigan for Weapons. We're going for Best Actor. Best Actor, the nominations are Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Wagner Moore, The Secret Agent, Leonardo DiCaprio, one battle after another, Timothée Chalamet, Marty Supreme, and Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. What a crazy thing that's happened. I'm not going to get into the Timothée Chalamet controversy right now, but his campaign, he fumbled it. The promotion for Marty Supreme was incredible, and we were like, oh, he's going to win that Oscar. But his Oscar campaigning, it just sort of fell apart because this guy is a little bit of an egotistical guy. He's egotistical, and I'll give him that. And if I was as good of an actor as he was, and if I was so young, still giving these generational performances, I'd be pretty egotistical too. But voters don't like that. Voters don't want that. And again, the ballet thing and opera, that was after voting had closed. But even before that, people were talking about how this kid's a little arrogant. And that's, I think, ultimately why at SAG, Michael B. Jordan won for Sinners, which was a crazy win. I expected it kind of. I thought he would be number 2 of all people, but him winning there really signified the love for Sinners, especially them winning ensemble there. No actor since, I'm pretty sure, 2004 with Sean Penn, so funny enough, for Mystic River to win Best Actor only off of Golden Globes and Critics' Choice. It hasn't happened since then. Am I going to predict it now? I don't know if I can. I love Timothée Chalamet and Marty Supreme. I think he gives the second best performance in this category. He is incredible, transformative. I would love him to win. And Michael B. Jordan, I think, gives a strong performance. I don't love it, really. I think it's a great performance in that movie. But you can't deny that people love Michael B. Jordan. Everyone loves Michael B. Jordan. He's been giving in great work for 10 years, and he is, he's an incredible actor who should have probably gotten an Oscar nomination before this. And now people think it's his time, and Sinners is a 16 nomination movie. It'd be kind of weird for it not to win an acting award. And so this is, I think, where they could reward it. Am I really going to use the number 2 argument? Maybe I can. I could definitely see an argument for that if Robert Aramayo wasn't there, then Leonardo DiCaprio would have won Best Actor, and I would be predicting him right now. I'm just going off of what I know. I don't know if he was in second place for BAFTA, and I know that Michael B. Jordan won the SAG Award. It's a big industry award, and the acting branch is the biggest branch of the Academy. I'm going to go with Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. If there's a surprise in this category, it would be an incredible, one of the biggest surprise moments in Oscar history. But I'm going to go with Michael B. Jordan for Sinners. Best Actress. I like how for the past couple years we've had a nail biter in this category, like how in 2022-2023 season it was Michelle Yeoh versus Cate Blanchett. That was a very, very tough competition. I remember that. And then the year after was Emma Stone and Lily Gladstone. That was very close. And then last year especially was very close with Demi Moore and Mikey Madison. But this year we don't have that. We have a clean sweeper, deservedly so. Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. You are a fool to not predict this. It's such an incredible performance. I don't know. It could be my favorite performance in the category. I loved Rose Byrne, and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. That might be my favorite performance. But I'm not gonna be mad at all when Jessie Buckley wins the Best Actress award for Hamnet. She's incredible. It's just one of those performances that's just going to leave an impact on you for years to come. You're going to be like, that's one of the greats. Jessie Buckley's going to have a long career after this. I'm happy that there's no debate in this category. The winner of Best Actress, I'm just going to say it right now. The Oscar goes to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet. Now, finally, the big category, we have Best Picture. I love how there's no competition here again. It's going to F1. Obviously, I'm joking. This is the biggest Best Picture race, like the most closest Best Picture race I have seen in my entire time predicting the Oscars. This year we have two of some of the strong, any other year this would be up to no debate. If Sinners came out next year, Sinners will win Best Picture. If Sinners wins Best Picture this year, one after another. If it came out next year, it would win Best Picture. If any of these movies even came out last year, then they would win Best Picture over Anora. But here we are, we're in this in this situation. I think Joker from The Dark Knight says it best.
This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object.
I am at complete loss. I know stats are saying, okay, one battle after another is just going to win Best Picture. It's won the most. PGA, DGA, ASC, WGA. It's won Critics' Choice. It's won Golden Globe. It's won a ton. But Sinners has so much love and passion for it. It has the most nominations of all time at the Oscars. A part of me just wants to say, look, Sinners has so much momentum. It has SAG Ensemble. It has WGA. And that package has never lost Best Picture. SAG WGA combo is a deadly combo. And also it has an acting award going for it, a good amount of text, a screenplay award. It's such a strong movie. And then you look at One Battle. One Battle is, I think, even stronger. It has an acting award, directing, screenplay, multiple texts. It had PGA, the biggest precursor in terms of predicting Best Picture. So I think now I'm going to go with One Battle After Another. I will not. When either of these win, the crazy thing with this is that you could tell as the night's going on, okay, well, this is probably what's going to win Best Picture. This is it's won the most awards, But this year, especially with Anora last year, Anora, after it won Best Editing, we're like, oh, it's 100% winning picture. This year, everything I predicted could come true. Sinners wins this, One Battle wins that. They're right there at Best Picture. And I would still be at the edge of my seat. Because these movies can win all they need to. If one of them surprises anywhere, then yes, I'll be like, that one's winning Best Picture. But if my predictions go exactly right, and they all lead up to Best Picture, I will still be at the edge of my seat. I will still have no clue what's going to happen. That's just so fun. I'm going to be completely enamored the entire Oscar night, just waiting to see what happens here. For now, I'm going to predict One Battle After Another, hesitantly. I'm just excited either way. One Battle After Another is my favorite movie of the year. I love it. But Sinners is kind of this, it's my top, number 5 of the year. Really enjoy it. But even when Sinners wins, even though it's not my favorite of the year, there's just this feeling I get when I think about the movie, the cast, the crew, people who made it. I'm like, I want them to win. I want them to win. It's just, either way, anything that happens, I'll be happy about. They'll be some of the best Picture winners of the decade. It is just so fun. It's such a fun thing, and I'm happy I'm doing this prediction video this year of all years. But that was it for my Oscar predictions. Make sure to put down your Oscar predictions down below. I'm really curious. I guess that's it. That's it for this award season, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Turn the post notification bell to be notified every single time I upload a new video. we will have new videos this week, considering we have supposedly a brand new day trailer and a Doom Part 3 trailer this week. Incredible. I'm seeing Project Hail Mary in IMAX this week, so I might do an out of theater reaction for that. Fun stuff coming to the channel. So until next time, adios amigos.